Hey, I'm Richard Matthews. I run a wealth management firm in downtown Greenville and Fountain Inn, South Carolina. I've shot tons of videos on market trends, planning strategies, and financial education, and honestly, at this point, I've just talked too much. I'm bored of the sales pitches I hear in financial media, so now I'm interested in what other local financial experts are thinking about in the upstate South Carolina economy and markets on the No Nonsense Investor. Welcome to Fluor Field with the Greenville Drive. We have Jeff Brown here for the No Nonsense Investor. We're going to be talking about Fluor Field and the Greenville Drive and hearing from Jeff about what's going on and take it from there. What's going on around here?
There's a lot going on here. This is a great time of year for us. There's no more off season in the drive world. There's the baseball season and then there's the event season as we call it. But there's pretty much every different type of community activity that takes place at the ballpark. We're a baseball team by trade and by nature, but just the volume of different impactful community events we host both during the baseball season and outside, and the momentum around that aspect of the business has been it's been really neat for us, and to again be kind of at the center of the community in so many different unexpected ways is what makes this job so neat for all of us.
Definitely. And getting everybody together, you mentioned community, that's kind of the big picture. I think of the Drive, I think of the baseball, I think of Clemson, South Carolina games. That tends to be when I'm around here, but here we are shooting No Nonsense Investor with an amazing view in this amazing space. I mean, that speaks volumes. That's what this has become, is it's events and baseball. So I absolutely love it.
No, that's right. So that's not by accident. That's a very intentional choice that we make as an organization every day. I mean, we back in 2010, 2011, the newspaper kind of referred to Fluor Field as the front porch of the community, and it took us a little bit of time to realize what that actually meant. But once we realized kind of the symbolism around what a front porch means in the South, and it's a community gathering place. It's where people gather, they come together, work through challenges, celebrate successes, really just come together as a community. It's the heart and soul of a community, and if that's what the place that the ballpark was carving out in the hearts and minds of folks at that point, that was something that we just really embraced as an organization, and something that we really try to live up to every day in terms of the types of content and events that we host here.
Man, I love that. That is so cool. Tell us a little bit about what's changing. I noticed construction going on around here. There's a lot of stuff that's new since I've been here for a game.
Yeah, so it's hard to, how much time do we have? Right? We have, the ballpark itself, there's so much different kind of exciting activity happening, not just within the ballpark, but around the stadium too, in terms of development. You've got the whole new 408 Jackson apartment development that actually just opened officially in the last couple weeks, and then between the stadium and that complex, you've got our new District 356 entertainment space that's named after Shoeless Joe's lifetime batting average, so kind of tying into that baseball nostalgia that's the West End and Greenville is known for. And that's going to be we're going to activate that space during certain baseball games throughout the year, and then it's going to really give us a chance to take our events capability to new heights. When you think of it's a seamless plaza between us and the apartment complex, so it's a really neat kind of entertainment district. And if you've gone to different stadiums around the country, and you notice it's not just the stadium, it's everything that's happening around the stadium that's really kind of pulling from that kind of that model. And so you've got that happening on the that side of the stadium. You've got the new Bellwether restaurant, which is coming into the space of the old Liberty Tap Room on behind left field here, that's a public house concept with from the owners of the Urban Wren that's going to come in the spring next year. That's going to be a really neat new amenity for the field house, and then also right around the ballpark and the like. You've got a new mixed-use space that's coming to the corner of Main and Markley Street in the next couple of years with the Suncap Group. That's a new kind of development that's coming in the next couple of years. There's just a lot. Again, you can just go on and on about the development that's happening around.
It just keeps going. It keeps changing, keeps growing. That's awesome. Bringing people together, and sounds like there's some good partnerships building around there. Even though they're different groups, right? It's still kind of a symbiotic relationship, right? You're the event center, and you're attracting other community-based businesses.
I think that's one of the kind of the secret sauce of Greenville, is what we kind of call it, it's such a collaborative town, collaborative area. It's about, this business is about partnerships. It's about relationships. And it's about finding kind of like-minded groups to work together that are all kind of committed to the same goal of making this community a better place. So, whether that's a building space or a baseball game or the like, we're all kind of in it together to try to add different value to the community in one way or another.
That's awesome. So the community is made up of businesses, made up of residents, but it's also made up of government, city and county. And so what's it like working with them? How's that been as this has been scaling up so much?
Yeah, I mean, our relationship with both city and county couldn't be more positive. I mean, the ballpark itself is kind of one of the best in class examples of public-private partnership that you can find. When you think of the stadium itself is built on city land, but it's a privately financed facility. The trolley itself was privately financed but operated by the city. I mean, the whole concept, the whole platform itself. County Square is our complimentary parking with the trolley ride to and from the ballpark. So the whole model is built on public-private partnerships that the success of Fluor Field wouldn't be and the drive wouldn't be there without those relationships.
That's awesome. That's the best thing you want to hear, right? Is people solving problems together, trying to build each other up. That's what we're trying to do here with our little group here. But I want to end with a challenge question because we do this with every interview. I've looked a little bit on the website and correct me if I'm wrong, but how many players from the drive have gone from the South to the show?
101 at the end of last season was the most current metric. So that's what I mean. There is still some kind of because we're a high A affiliate of the Red Sox, so that's low A, high A, double A, triple A, and then the major league club. And there's sometimes we find people that think that there's some kind of second class citizen with high A baseball that's not as good as double or triple A, and that really couldn't be further from the truth. And when you look at the quality of player and prospect that have come through here from a baseball standpoint, that's amazing. I mean, we had 3 of the top 10 kids in the Red Sox system that were with us at the end of last season. Wow. The shortstop, third baseman, and first baseman, and we're proud. Those are our kids. 101. Maybe you don't know it when they're in Greenville, but when they go on to success with the Red Sox or another club, I mean, there's definitely a pride element to that for us.
That's awesome. Very cool. Well, definitely come out to the drive for events, come out for baseball games. Jeff, I really appreciate y'all letting us come in here, use this space. This has been unbelievably awesome. So definitely thanks for stopping by. And No Nonsense Investor, what we're trying to do is talk about local economics, local events, local partnerships that are making the upstate unique and building our economy. As we grow, it's amazing to see the success stories like we have here at Fluor Field with the Greenville Drive. We couldn't be happier to be a part of this and to be here today. So check on back for the next video, and we'll see you then.